want some food? Yes, I would like some nice food. That was so desperate too. It's morning tablet time. I always like to start the week reviewing the news that's going on. My neighbour often drops off the papers to me that she's read over the weekend, so it's always a good time to try and catch up on them. And we're making very good progress with the vaccine rollout here in the UK. We've got some sort of disturbing news locally, and there's some very disturbing news internationally with what's going on in Texas at the moment. So my thoughts and prayers are with those people, and I hope things are able to resolve themselves as soon as they can and things return to normal and you get some sort of help and relief. So I've been finishing documentaries and doing some reading in bed because I've had to catch up on some bed rest, and things with my hip are improving a great deal because of it, because it's always useful to keep it supported. Some of you will know that I also do a blog, or at least I used to blog much more frequently years ago. And I'm trying to revamp it at the moment, and I'm doing a medical history sectional. That's my intention, and I'm planning to invite people to submit experiences of like living through medical history being made, and or social change and that kind of thing. So although I'm a bit late to this party, I have written a sort of piece about cystic fibrosis. Now, it's not something I personally have, but in my years, sorry, my head's cut off here, I've just realised. Sometimes I could get better. In my years at a special need, or a school for people with medical needs and disabilities, I had several friends, or at least people in my class with CP and with CF, and a few of those were friends, and I always maintained an interest in the disease because it was always quite an interesting sort of puzzle to try and sit and solve, and I've kept in touch with the medical developments, in particular the recent development of the modulating drugs like Trikafta and Ocambi and Kalydeco, the ones that came before that. So I thought I would write a sort of interest piece for my blog about that, but it's taking somewhat longer than I expected because with pandemic life, I have my regular support worker can't come in, and because I had a shielding order, which is something that the UK do for clinically extremely vulnerable and immunocompromised people, I have to see as few people as possible. So I'm doing a lot of my sort of wider studying online, and also I'm only seeing limited caregivers, and there's just my dad who I see. Everybody else is by phone or WhatsApp or Zoom and things. So it's taking me somewhat longer to write this thing than I had actually planned. So you may get to see me finish actually typing it out on my next blog. So, but anyway, this is a book I purchased many years ago, and it's This is it's a series called Welcome Witnesses of the 20th Century, and they're all about different diseases and things. There are others, I think, but this I found, I think, in a second-hand shop somewhere. So I keep putting it on. I can't see the book on. Hi guys, I hope you're all having a pleasant week and a sort of good start to the Lent period, in line with Emily's Life on Wheels. I've decided to try and pick something that's very sort of intentional to do this year. So as well as endeavouring to give up cheese for Lent, which is one of my favourite things, I'm going to also try to be more sort of intentional about what I eat. I've decided, like, sort of try and make it as healthy and nutrient packed as possible, and maybe cut down on the amount of toast I've been consuming. Toast is very sort of safe for me with my digestive issues, but I've been trying to expand what I can tolerate for the past 12 months or so. So I'm trying to use the Lent period to work on that side of my health. So I boiled broccoli to within an inch of its life today to make it easier for me to digest, and I had what's called bubble and squeak patty with it, which I've got some film of me boiling the broccoli, but it wouldn't be a very interesting thing to add. But I didn't manage to take any pictures of the meals because my carer got here before I could manage, or at least I have to eat it and then do other things before she goes, so there wasn't much time to sort of Instagram it, but I'm going to try and do that in the next week or so with everything that I eat. So I'll be having a carbon copy of my lunch tomorrow, so you'll get to see what it looks like, hopefully, because I have my my 2-hour care call to help with studying and administration as well tomorrow. So it's always a good time to do cooking and things for the freezer. So I will see you all next week and in my next video. Have a good week. Don't forget to like and subscribe and even share this video if you feel compelled to do so. Even if you don't like what's in the video, you could comment and say what you would possibly like me to make videos on. That would be very useful actually, if you'd like to ask me questions, and I'll do videos to answer your questions. So you can bob a question in the comments, or a comment in the comments whether you like or don't like what I'm doing with the channel. So I will see you next week. Bye.